Oh, hi, welcome to Northern Embers. My name's Chris. I'm out in the woodland at the moment and I'm looking for some dead standing pine. I just want to get myself a bit of firewood, take it home. A few chores to do today, a few tasks in the garden, and I have a little area there where I cook, and I'm going to be doing some hunter's stew. I've got the Dutch oven and we'll just slow cook it. Hunter's stew, it's a Polish national dish. My version is going to be a little bit different. Having had a look at a lot of different recipes and methods and videos on YouTube, I can see that pretty much no two ways were the same, so I do apologise if it's not going to be spot on, but I'll do my version. I think it'll be tasty and quite looking forward to it. Going to take a look at the storm lantern. I used it in my last video. I just want to have a little look at that as well, so thanks for being here. Well, here's a spot of luck. I've got myself a dead standing pine, but it's not even rooted into the ground, it's rotted at the bottom there at the base. So yeah, I'll take this piece, it's solid here. What a great find. It's almost as if Christmas has come early. Okay, we've got the Dutch oven on. We've got a little bit of butter in there melting. This is some Savoy cabbage which I've shredded up, and I'm going to add that to that shortly. Okay, this is great. The cabbage is now reducing down in size. I thought I might have had a bit too much there, to be honest. This is actually sauerkraut. I've actually rinsed it to get rid of that kind of overpowering vinegary type flavour in there, but we're going to mix the two together and continue to reduce them down. The cabbage and the sauerkraut are in the Dutch oven, just reducing down. We've got some chuck steak here, we've got some Polish sausage, we've got some bacon, and we've got some pork shoulder. And my simple task now is I'm just going to fry off one lot of meat at a time and add it into the Dutch oven. I've added just a little bit of water to this now. It's starting to cook off a bit better. Time to get that pork in. This Polish sausage is only going to need a minute. Out of the 4 types of meat, this is the only one that was actually pre-cooked. Just going to do my onions and all that juice from the meat. Only a couple more ingredients. We've got some dehydrated ceps here. My simple task is that I need to rehydrate them, and I'm going to put them into the stew as well as a liquid, and I've also got some prunes to put in. Okay, that's the mushrooms rehydrating. Everything's going really well. Maybe I put too much cabbage in, but with another couple of hours of cooking, hopefully that will cook into the sauce itself, so it should be okay. Here's the prunes. I think the sweetness of the prunes offsets the tartness of the cabbage that we put in there, that sauerkraut. It's a huge pot of food here. This is going to do me several meals. Right, it's time to take a look at the lamps. We've got 2 types here. This is a battery powered, and I'm using rechargeable batteries in here. This one's called a Hero Beam, and it's got LED lights. Pull it up, that's it on. It's as simple as that. Push it down to turn it off. You can hang it via that. Tuck them in. It's a nice wee lamp, gives off a lot of light. And then we've got this other one here, and this is the Feuerhand Storm Lantern. Now I absolutely adore this, I'm going to be honest with you. This is great, but it's just too easy. I like to fuss over things, and this is actually ideal for me. This needs looking after, it needs care, and it needs protected, and I do like that. I think with great care this lantern can last me a lifetime, and it can become part of my story and my journey and join me, whereas this, the LED lights will eventually go and that'll be thrown away. So I intend to try and look after this as best as I can. That's why I have it protected. You unscrew that, that's where your fuel will go in. I'm using paraffin. Burns well, it has got a smell. Apparently you can buy lamp oil, which is specially designed for the lamps and doesn't have that smell, but and even burns better. If you lift this top up here, you can push that out and take the glass out, and as you can see I've used this lamp and it's got a bit blackened. So I'm going to be able to clean that, and then once cleaned I'll put it back in, although I'm just going to put it back in for now. Because the glass is dirty you might not be able to see, but if I turn that clockwise I can see the wick moving up, and if I turn it anti-clockwise it goes down. So that lever turning it left or right will dictate how much flame you get. It's also the same lever if you push it to the left and up over that screw top there, you can actually change the wick. Now I won't be doing that today, and that'll be for another video perhaps, but you'd need to take the glass out and push that up. Simple as that for lighting it, or you can just do that. You can see the difference in light. That's so much more artificial. As I say, turn that, we'll go down, but I'll have it about there. A friend of mine said you don't want the smoke coming out the top. If it is, there's too much wick. Anyway, I love the lamp. I think it's great. It's something to play around with, something to tend, something to look after, and hopefully I'll have it for a long time. I'm going to try the stew in a minute because it's still got another hour to go, but it's going to get dark soon. And actually it's for tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And they do say that if you leave it overnight it tastes nicer the next day. So we'll have a little bit and try it. Well, that's ticking away nicely. I'm lucky my wife doesn't watch my videos, to be honest, because that's her favourite bowl. So we'll give that a try. I can see the prunes, so we'll get a little bit of that. Still a little bit more cooking left on this yet. Well, I've got to say that's actually extremely tasty and very simple to make. Really nice flavours in there actually, and not hard to do. I know I fried off 4 different types of meat there, but I like doing that kind of thing. So to say this is tasty is an understatement actually. It's actually really nice. I'm actually surprised at just how nice that is. There's definitely a sweetness to this. Despite that sauerkraut, I mean that's actually ready. I was going to give that another hour, but maybe another half an hour. Okay, that's the Polish Hunter's Stew. That was a little look at this lamp, and that's me saying Merry Christmas. And also it's been just over a year now since I started Northern Embers, and I'd thank the subscribers, and in particular, having produced quite a few dodgy videos, I'd like to thank my friends for your words of encouragement and your support. Thank you so much everyone. It's been most appreciated, and we'll see you again.